Good morning and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Curare. I'm Jerry Ramusak. I'm here again today with Ian Sons, and today we're going to be talking about relationships, long-term relationships, how we've come about maintaining quite a few of them with both some of the best clients in America and a huge cache of physician candidates. I'm going to send it over to Ian to get us started, but essentially we've been in business for 30 years and that has put us in a really good position with both clients and a huge amount of candidates, and we're going to talk about that today.
Sure. So I'll lead off by talking about a lot of the benefits that we can offer to candidates, and I think there's a perception out there that recruiters really just want to get through this process as quickly as possible and reach the end result of being successful, and of course ultimately that is the goal for us as well as a physician and employer, is to identify a good match. But along the way, there are a lot of things that we're going to do that can really help you in this process, and we can really be your advocate in this scenario. And so one of the best things that we're able to do is really be a one-stop shop for you if you're a physician looking for a job opportunity. We know how many resources there can be, and one of the common things that we hear when we talk to a physician candidate for the first time is, man, I'm getting so many calls, I'm getting so many emails, I'm being overwhelmed by text messages, there's all these different advertisements, like how do I sort it out? And when I go online, I can't even tell sometimes where the job is even located, what they're offering, who the employer is, all this stuff. The good news is when you come and talk to a recruiter with Curare, we're going to give you all that information. Just like Jerry said, we've been in business almost 30 years because of the connections that we've made with employers across the country, from the largest health systems out there to small individual single physician practices. We've got a network that's really going to allow you to capitalize on all these connections that we have. We can get you introduced and expedite your inquiry into a job and really make it so any opportunity you find online, we're going to be able to give you access to that and introduce you to the employer, get you on the phone right away. And that's something that really, by talking with you, learning about what you need to have in an opportunity in a community, maybe there's some special things that you might need for members of your family. Once we're able to take all those things into account, we can really hit the ground running, like I said, with the volume of opportunities and employers we have.
And one thing that we do to maintain these relationships and start a new relationship is we really emphasize teaching our consultants how to listen. We listen to what you're looking for in an opportunity, what you have as far as family needs, children needs, so on and so forth. It's a really important situation in the sense that you're not making the decision for yourself in a lot of cases. You're making it for your spouse and your children, and you have so many options at your fingertips. What we're really good at is taking what you give us as far as what you need and plugging it into the opportunities that we have nationwide or within your geographic parameters, and finding what you need in an opportunity and finding that job for you. Statistically speaking, it's been said that 65 to 80% of graduating residents and fellows will only keep their first job for 2 to 3 years, and that's pretty common. I mean, you're feeling it out, you're kind of discovering what it is you like about medicine, what your niches are, so on and so forth. Maybe even the community that you move to right out of training just doesn't fit after a little while, and a lot of those folks end up switching jobs, and those are the types of relationships we have where we're making a placement with these folks right out of training, and then 4 or 5 years later, maybe 2 years later, we're coming back and we're working with them again on a new opportunity because it's time for them to move. In my time here, I placed several physicians multiple times in permanent roles. I have an emergency medicine physician that I've worked with literally for the last 18 years on and off, and I've put him in 6 different permanent positions during that time. Yeah. I guess we could use the permanent word kind of with air quotes, but nonetheless, we stick it out for the long haul. There's a lot of soft searches, warm searches. Lots of times you need a job in 90 days, and we're excellent at that. But we're also really good at is those searches that might take a year or 2 years.
Right.
I know Ian and I are both working with candidates right now that we've been working with them for 6 months to over a year right now, trying to find that one right opportunity, that one niche that might make their life a lot better.
Right, and I think that the benefit in working with us is we are going to know about those jobs first. With the relationships that we've built with our clients, when they have a need to hire a new physician in any specialty, they're contacting us and letting us know, hey, this is a brand new search, can you reach out to somebody? And it could be a situation where, just as you said, we've talked with somebody 6 months ago or longer, a year ago, found out what they're looking for, and at the time, that job just didn't exist. But lo and behold, we get an email update one day or we get a call from a client, And there we go. We're able to reach out to the physician, give them the good news that an opportunity's become available that meets their parameters. And that's really exciting to everybody when we feel like we can make a good match and really produce that value that we're looking for.
Yeah, and one of the things that's constant in this industry of healthcare is change of ownership, change of corporate entities. We've seen so many corporate takeovers, CHS taking over HMA not too long ago, IPC merging with Team Health, so on and so forth. We've been the constant throughout all of that. Been here for 30 years, and we have relationships with all the big players across the nation: Team Health, Community Health Systems, LifePoint Health Systems, Tenet Health, HCA. The list goes on and on. We have the relationships with those people, but what else we have that a lot of firms don't have is relationships with all the smaller players too. Yesterday we just got a call from a new practice in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, that's looking for 15 primary care physicians between now and this time next year. And this is a job that just no recruiting firms have access to except us. And really they come to us because we own and operate physicianrecruiting.com. That brings in a lot of traffic from clients, a lot of traffic from physicians, and allows us, like Ian said, to get these opportunities first before our competitors. And if you're working with us, your CV will be on their desk first, and you'll be contacted before your competing candidates.
And that's really important, I think, to make sure that you're first in line. I think anytime you're looking at a market like that that's ultra competitive, for example, I just got an update from a new employer that chose to work with us, again, as a result of the website, and they've got an immediate need for someone in a western Houston suburb, which is very much a growing area, very desirable, and they want to partner with us exclusively because of the good things that they've heard. But that's going to be an opportunity that only Curare is going to be advertising and having access to. And so I think that really speaks to the reputation that we've built in the industry and the ability to really, for our employers, generate a high volume of candidates quickly, and for the candidates really to make sure that they've got their pulse on the best opportunities that are out there, not just from what we're able to discuss with them verbally, but we've got great marketing resources for anybody who's interested. At any time, you can call into Curare, subscribe to our newsletter, subscribe to our email updates, and make sure, like I said, that you've got your finger on the pulse of any new jobs that are popping up in any location across America that you'd be interested in.
So I think what you need to do is pick up the phone and give us a call, start a relationship with us, and take advantage of the relationships that we've developed over the last 30 years and allow us to direct you to your best job opportunity in the next chapter of your life. Tune in next week for Coffee with Curare. Actually, let's take a quick pause. Ian and I, next week, are going to be taking a week off from Coffee with Curare. We're going on a corporate retreat to Costa Rica to recharge our batteries. So we will be gone. Fist it up, buddy. Bam! See you in 2 weeks. Have a great weekend.